Yer. There we go. Well, I had a little technical difficulties with the camera. What good, y'all? What's good? Welcome to the Fragrance Plug, your source for all things scent. How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Hope y'all are having a great day. It is Friday. Yes. We got a packed out show today, man. Let's get into it. We got a few fragrance drops that we will be getting into. We will be going over our top 2025 most compliment getting fragrances so far. Halfway through the year, so we still got a little bit of time, but up to now, what have been your most compliment getting fragrances? So we will be going over those as well. And then we're also going to talk about summer best fragrances. Those fragrances that you just think are top notch, or the best fragrances that you have right now in your collection. I have a few that I haven't recommended before, so we are going to talk about those as well. Make sure y'all drop those scent of the days as you're making your way in. I don't have a scent right now. I'm trying to wait, because with the show that we have right now, my mind could change. Because I really think y'all are going to enjoy this show. So, and I'm going to need y'all opinion on this. It's going to be hella interactive. So, let's get into it. We got a new conjure that we're going to be talking about as well. Make sure you drop those in the days. I'm going to run over to the chat. We're going to see what we got going on. And times and cents. Appreciate you for stopping by, fam. Yeah, always in here. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. I'm gonna have to update the mod list on this thing. What's good, chat and plug? Scent of the day, Badalud Amethyst. That is a beautiful scent. What's the temperature where you're at right now? Because it's like 90s. I wouldn't be surprised if it hit 100 today. I don't know where you're at. I can't wear that scent till like late September, man. Blessings to you. You know what I'm saying? Blessings to you. Hold on, what's this right here? Let's see. Scent vibes with Drez. Okay, what up, chat? Scent of the day, Blue Day Chanel Parfum. Hey, which one? Let me know down in the chat. Do y'all prefer the EDP or the Parfum when it comes to Blue Day Chanel? For me, I like the EDP, but you know, I feel like that's one of those scents that could really go either way. Let me know y'all thoughts down in the chat on that one. Yeah, what up, fam? Yo, senor. Hey, D4G, what's good? Never gets cold in forward. Never, fam. Never. We gotta wait till like December. You know what I'm saying? Then we only get it for 2 or 3 months. Yeah, man. Trust me. It's tough with them cold weather fragrances. Honor and Glory. That is an amazing fragrance, $1 Million Mind. Shout out to you, fam. That's a great one right there. That's the creme brulee joint. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, I think when I first got it, it threw me off a little bit. But like the more I started to wear it, yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's a banger. That's a banger for sure. Yes, sir. Happy Friday. Welcome, weekend. We are enjoying. I'm in Nashville. Okay, it's warm, but I stay inside. Makes sense. Okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I like the EDP, but get compliments on the Parfum. Okay, cool. That's what's up. Hey, different strokes. Glad you got both of them. So that's what's up. Got the EDP, but get compliments from the Parfum. Yeah, you just gotta enjoy it, man. Gotta enjoy it. Let's get into it, man. We got a few fragrances that we are gonna talk about. We have a new, little bit more information from the Hawas Rasasi, the Rasasi Hawas line. We also have a new Khadlaj Island that we'll be releasing on the 7th. It's Khadlaj Island Dreams. I'll put y'all in with the information in a second, but first, we gotta tap into the Hawas fragrances. So let's go ahead and switch over right here, and we are going to go into the Daily Drop, man. Welcome to the Daily Drop. This is where you can find all things new that will be dropping in the fragrance community, whether it's niche, whether it's designer, affordable, whatever the case may be. If it might be hot, this is where it's going to drop. So let's go ahead and get into this new Hawas. We have Cobra, and we also have Malibu. We have a little bit more of a description. Still don't know what it's going to be cloning, but remember, this is the weekend of the Vegas convention. So this is the weekend that we are going to be getting a lot more information about all of these new Hawas fragrances. There's supposed to be 5 of them. We're supposed to be getting, there's supposed to be one for the ladies too. It's called Diva. Hey, that kind of sounds like a banger. I ain't even going to hold you. But we have 5 of them. We should be getting all the information we need to by Sunday. By Sunday, we should know everything. I'm expecting there to be a lot of reels, a lot of stuff. Honestly, it might be some stuff posted today. So I will keep y'all updated with everything that I find. But let's go ahead and tap into it and see what else they done dropped with us as far as the new Hawas fragrances. So I think it's these 6. Unleash the Wild, Calm, Hawas Malibu by Rasasi blends fresh citruses and oceanic notes with warm woods, capturing the free spirit of Malibu in a scent of pure sophistication. Born in Malibu, built by Rasasi, a fresh and confident fragrance designed to leave an unforgettable trail wherever you go. Bruh, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Fresh, confident. Now, for some reason, oceanic, and this is a bonus for me. I don't know how y'all are going to feel about this, but when I first heard about Malibu, for some reason, I was thinking it was going to be like a coconut-filled fragrance. I wasn't going to be surprised if it was like a JPG type of inspiration, something along those lines. But the more I look into it, the more I continue to see fresh citruses. I continue to see oceanic. I continue to see woods. I see fresh. When I think of that, it's not pinpointing me anywhere that makes me think coconut. So that's a bonus for me. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I'm not trying to get into too many of the coconuts. I'm not even gonna hold you. And then even right here, bursting with sparkling citruses, salty breeze accords, and smooth, addictive woods, Hawas Malibu channels the golden pulse of the Pacific into something irresistibly modern and bold. Come on, fam. Daring yet effortless, fresh yet sensual. This is for those who live in the moment and leave a lasting impression without ever looking back. Bro, I don't know, man. Just after reading that description alone, fam, I'm telling you, that might be the one for me. And I don't even know the notes of this thing yet. But the way this description is for Malibu, and I'm looking at the bottle, I'm thinking of the fragrances that I like. I like fresh, I like aquatic, I like woods, I like vetiver and the dry down. If it even has a little bit of fruits in there, like an apple, a pear, maybe even some plum, I'm going to go bananas. I'm telling you, this might be the best one that we get, at least in my personal opinion. If this has plum in it, some type of underlying fruit, and we get exactly how they are describing it, the saltiness, the aquatic, the fresh, I'm telling you right now, in my eyes, for me, this will be the best Hawas that they drop. Let's go to the next one, man. Cobra is the second one that we have a little bit more information on it. Enter the layer of power. Hawas Cobra strikes with fearless elegance, fusing spicy warmth, smoky woods, and a sensual heart that commands the room without ever raising his voice. Hey, yo, hey. Look, I have not read these. This is my first time reading these. I just clicked on it. I say new, boom, we're going to talk about it. I just wanted to talk about it in real time with y'all. And this one right here sounds like a banger too. I'm not even going to lie to you, fam. Elegant, so I'm thinking elegance. I'm thinking something. For some reason, when I think of elegance in a fragrance, I'm thinking like a Guerlain, like something along those lines, like a Hermes, like something, like maybe even, well, John Barbados is a little bit more business to me, but you get what I'm saying, like, and even if we can look into some Game of Spades, we can go into Wild Card, that type of thing. Like when you think of elegance, there's so many possibilities, but it's like a uniqueness with it. You know, it's not like something that everybody can do or everybody is known for. There's only certain brands that elegance taps into. But then we have the spicy warmth, and then we have smoky woods. Like, I'm thinking incense. I'm thinking smoke, of course. If this has some cannabis in it, that would be a plus because I'm seeing some of the green in the back, but then I do see a little bit of leaves. So I don't know if it might have some jasmine, but I'm not seeing anything with no florals. I am seeing spicy, but I'm not seeing anything in the picture that gives off spicy. Crafted to conquer, this is not a fragrance for the faint. It's bold, hypnotic, and dangerously refined, a signature scent for those who lead from the shadows and own every moment in the light. I don't know who their PR campaign, like whoever wrote these. Introducing Hawa's Cobra by a bold awakening with crisp citrus cuts through the air, and a soft, musky trail follows. Bright, clean, and dangerously fresh, the fragrance is made for those who strike with precision and leave nothing but allure behind. It is just a scent. Oh, it is not just a scent. It is a signature. Modern yet primal, refined yet daring. Hawa's Cobra wraps energy and elegance and turns every entrance into a moment worth remembering. This shit sounds signature scent. This sounds signature scent, man. I need to let me see if let me make sure I'm not missing anything of it. Yeah, this sounds signature scent, fam. These all both of these all these sound like a winner. Again, more information will be coming on all the Hawaii fragrances over the weekend. Tap in on Instagram, Fragrance Plug. We can tap in over there. I'll be posting everything online, but I will also be posting it over here through the community tab. Just make sure you got your bell notifications set. That way you can be updated. Sensual Obsession is hitting us with 6 new fragrances right here, fam. These will be releasing soon. We have Wishful Thinking. This is supposed to be an imagination clone. Clean, fresh, and dreamlike. We also have Alpha Woods, Boys de Portugal. We got another one there. That's supposed to be an exact match. So one thing about Sensual Obsession is sometimes they do exact matches, sometimes they do signatures, and sometimes they do like inspirations, twists, things like that. So that's why you kind of see that on the side there. They have another one that's inspired by Father's Figure. They have another one that's inspired by SK Poron, and another one inspired by Bad Boy Elixir. All of these will be posted on. You can tap into their Instagram, Sensual Obsessions LLC. You can see all that information over there. And then Rayhan. I don't know if anybody's tapped into it yet. I did speak about this a little while ago. But Rayhan Adonis Icarus, I don't know if y'all have tapped into this. It was supposed to be a citrus dominant fragrance. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be cloning. I think it could have been that new Creed that dropped not too long ago. Not too sure, but we do have that as well. But another fragrance, and the main one that I know y'all wanted to talk about outside of the Hawas is right here. Khadlaj Island will be dropping on Beauty House. It's actually available right now for pre-order. Shipping will be starting on the 7th or sooner. The price is $44.50 for a 100 ml. And right here in the description, we have Khadlaj Island Dreams Extrait de Parfum for Unisex is a refreshing and modern fragrance that invokes the essence of a serene island escape. It opens with the lively zest of bergamot and the warm spice of ginger, creating an invigorating start that instantly awakens the senses. At the heart lies a vibrant grapefruit accord, bringing a burst of citrusy brightness and tropical charm. The fragrance settles into a smooth, sensual base with the ambroxan and musk adding depth and a long-lasting allure. Perfect for both men and women, Island Dreams is a versatile and uplifting scent ideal for everyday elegance or special occasions. Now, with that, the first one, this one right here is gonna be in that, that JPG Lemire, not Lemire. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be in that JPG vein of things. A lot of coconut. I'm still trying to get into this one, man. I'm still trying to get my hands around this Le Parfum DNA. It's starting to grow on me. I'm not saying I will buy it again. I'm not saying that at all, because I'm not the biggest fan of coconut. But this one is starting to grow on me to where I can enjoy it. I can find situations for it. I actually understand why a lot of people like it. For me, it's just the coconut. One of the things with this one right here, I don't think I saw any coconut, but that tropical charm. No, what I'm saying? That tropical charm kind of got me thinking that it might be back in that same vein. I don't know what it could be, but if y'all have any ideas, let me know down in the comment section. Again, it is available for pre-order. They will be shipping around the 7th or sooner, so you can be expecting that out. It is available on beautyhouse.com. Y'all can tap in with them if you want to look into that. Let's get back to it. All right, back to the live stream now. Okay, now look. I need to tap back into the chat real quick. I'm so sorry. I see something going on over there. Malibu sounds like Blue Day Chanel. You think so? I wouldn't think it was like a Blue Day Chanel inspiration. Let me go look. Me personally, I didn't think of Blue Day Chanel, but that's not a bad thought though. Let me see. Salty, sparkling citruses. Addictive Woods. Sun Meets the Sea. I don't know, fam. You might be on to something with that one. I can kind of see that one. You might be on to something with that one. You might be on to something with that one. Boom. Let's go over here. Major. Now I think that I'll be interested in having either one of those, maybe both. I think that I may be satisfied, unlike Hawas Black that I've had since summer. Man, that Hawas Black is an absolute beast to me. That's one of my top favorites. I love that shit. That shit is nice. I'm sorry that you dislike it. But going back to Hawas Cobra and Hawas Malibu, bam, absolutely. I agree with you 100% on that. Personally, I think that Malibu might be the one that I get first because it's just something about that aquatic, the freshness, the woods. It just very much so sounds like a fragrance that's in my vein. I just don't know what in the world it could possibly be cloning. But then you also have what was it? Malibu, and what was the other one? Cobra? No, not Cobra because we didn't talk about Cobra yet. It was Malibu and Cobra. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Cobra. That one with the spices, that one right there really intrigues me with the warmth, the elegance that they were speaking in the description. So that one, I don't know, man. I'm kind of excited about both of them, but I will think that if I had to choose right now, I'm gonna have to go with Malibu personally. All right, let's get into the show. Let's start off with summer fragrances. We're gonna start off with best summer fragrances. Let's start off light because I got a little fun part, but we're gonna wait for that. Best summer fragrances or underrated summer fragrances. And this all starts with me because I have to apologize because there's one thing that I have a habit of doing, and like when I find something that I enjoy a lot, I have a habit of always recommending that one thing. And then it's like, once I know you got that, then it's like, all right, cool, we can go to the next one. And a lot of times when people ask me about best aquatic fragrance, for some reason, I just always say Hawas. Like, I don't. Hawas, man, just get Hawas. Like, Hawas, that's very much so how I am. And one of y'all in the chat made me look back in my collection. I was like, man, I know I have more than this. There are more aquatic fragrances that do a lot more and that showcase other characteristics. And when I went back through my collection and smelt a few, a lot of them stood out. One, bro, we can just start off with Odyssey Aqua, fam. This right here is absolutely nice. Now, this is going to be in that Invictus Platinum DNA. A very mature take. Very clean out the gate, too. And this is a 60 ml. I really wish I would have just got the 100. But this is all they had on Drum Shop at the time. But yeah, this is a full bottle worthy, 100 ml worthy. Very mature. Very nice in the citrus, very clean. Again, you're not going to get much to any harshness with this fragrance, especially in the opening. Nice bit of woods as it's starting to transition, but that salty aquatic sense that it gives off shines. Very underrated in my opinion. I used to see a lot of people talking about it when it first came, but now as the summer's transition, I don't think I've seen too many people talk about this one as far as it being a great summer fragrance. Let me know some of y'all's suggestions down in the comment section. Whether they are affordable, designers, niche, what are some of your underrated summer fragrances that you have in your collection? Another one, and y'all would have saw this had you have been tapped in with the Scent of the Day post. Sakrat, bruh, oh my gosh, fam. Oh my goodness, bro. This is so nice. This might be one of the best inspirations of that Aqua Digio DNA, especially when it comes to the price that you pay for this. I paid like $25 for this. Citrus is extremely fresh, easy to wear, signature scent, versatile. Bruh, this fragrance is an absolute banger, fam. Hold on real quick. But let me know. I see the kicks saying what up. Lorenzo Pazala. Man, I can't see that shit, man. Summer Hammer, I see you. Now, I do love wearing the Armagh Club de Nuit Prosciutto. That one is an absolute beast, fam. I keep saying that signature scent for anybody. I would recommend that one off rip. Now, would you say that that's an underrated summer banger? Because for me, I'm not even going to hold you. I think that one, everybody already yeah, that one is like that. That one is like that for sure. For sure. Cobra seems like imagination. Ooh, man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Another one that I have that's an underrated summer banger in my eyes is Pacific Cannabis. Now y'all have talked to me. I have talked to y'all and mentioned this fragrance a couple of times by Baxter of California. And this is a brand that I want to say it's like in that indie vein of things, but you have to enjoy cannabis to enjoy this style of fragrance, because it is a lot of cannabis in this, but the way it opens up, it mixes together with a very nice grapefruit, and the way that grapefruit and cannabis blends together, it works, fam. Very much so. A vetiver dry down once you hit to the base. Very simple, a lot of freshness in the opening, but you do get a very nice aquatic sense with this one as well. So it's fresh, aquatic, cannabis, woods. What is there not to like about that? Talk to me. What is there not to like about that? The only thing I can see most people not agreeing with is the cannabis factor that's in the fragrance. But if you can get outside of that, this is a banger. Another one. Let's go. And I'm gonna go ahead and finally admit this. This one is a banger, regardless of how I feel about coconut. Regardless of how I feel about coconut, this is a absolute banger. Very refreshing. And very much so like that tropical island, like refreshing, somewhat green facet. This one is very nice. Again, I apologize for what I said. It was the coconut factor. I'm starting to mature when it comes to those tropical facets that certain fragrances give off. So that one is a banger to me. Especially if you're trying to get into that JPG, Le Male Parfum, Le Parfum type of DNA, then yeah, that one's gonna work. And it's affordable. It's under $40. B.O.B. say. Designer Realm, I hate the original of this, but the rendition, the reformulation, the EDP, this is an absolute banger, bro. This is an absolute banger. And one of these days, we're gonna have the conversation to where timeless classic fragrances. And I'm going to ask, I'm not going to say the OG, but we can look at it OG or this version in my eyes. Either one. Would either one of these be considered a timeless classic? Like, bro, I'm just saying, when you think of like mineral in a fragrance, that mineral note in a fragrance, one of the first ones that you think about as a frag head is Acqua di Gio. They just do it the best. It's simple, man. This DNA is absolutely made. And the good part about this one is the versatility that you get with this one. Because this one works for pretty much any age range and any situation. Dressed up or down, you can be going to middle school or you can be going to work as a CEO. It doesn't matter. This fragrance just works for the situation. It's appropriate for the people around you. It's very inoffensive at the same time. It's just an absolute banger. And to me, I'm so glad that I found this. I got this for $25 out of Burlington. God knows. Look. I'm not going to say that this is underrated, but I don't talk about it as much as I should when it comes to summer bangers, because I'm always talking about a little bit more of the affordable fragrances, or sometimes I just might always be talking about damn Invictus, like y'all know I do. Invictus Legend, which one? You know what I'm saying? So I'm switching and doing a little different. So that one to me, especially when it comes to other fragrances that I've tried and ones that I plan on adding into the collection that's in that same ballpark, yeah, I got to put some more respect on that. Personally, I got to put more respect on that. And then lastly, bro, from Guerlain on mint, spicy, fresh spicy mojito vibes. Ooh. Clean and offensive. Now this one is a little bit more unique, but if you just like a simple, just a clean fragrance, inoffensive, it's going to give you a nice scent bubble, but it's not going to be room filler. It'll be inviting for those that are around you. Then that's what this one is right here. That's what Guerlain on. Bruh, this is a absolute banger of a fragrance. And to me, it's really that mint that fresh, spicy aspect. And the mint in this is beautiful on this one. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's get into the chat and let's see what we got. Yes, it's underrated. Summer banger. What up, Boston? Game of Space. Boston is super fire. If you like Bond number 9, send a piece. I see you. I see you sent. Appreciate that. Club Day Nuit Milestone is an underrated summer banger. It is. It's underrated. Now, me personally, I'm not gonna hold. I'm not the big. You know that Siage Milestone is like, they're cool. It took me a while to warm up to Milestone. I can't say I will buy it again, but I do enjoy my time when I wear that one. Siage, I'm still trying to find a liking for Siage. I always find myself layering with Island. Fam, you gotta let us know. Major, please, hey, let us know down in the chat. What do you layer this with? Because I need to know. If I can find something to mix this one up with, I'm definitely am. All right, now let's switch it up. Let's go back. But those are going to be the underrated summer fragrances that I have that I wanted to speak on. The next one, I want to play a quick little game, man. Let's play a game, man. And I'm really going to need y'all input on this. I'm going to give my input, but I want to know y'all thoughts as well, okay? Like I said, it's Friday. We're going to have some fun. Start, bench, cut. Fragrance edition. I have 5 rounds of fragrances that we're going to be doing, 3 fragrances each. I have one that actually has 4. I'm not even going to hold you. That one was a little tough. So I got one that has 4, but I have another one that has, all the other ones have 3. So we're going to get straight into it. I want to know which fragrance you are going to start, which fragrance you are going to bench, which fragrance you are going to cut from this lineup. Now, this is all personal opinion. It's not on a mass appealing scale, nothing like that. This is all, if you had to choose between these 3 fragrances, how would you place them in your collection? Which one is going to be your signature scent? Which one is going to be your special occasion? Which one is going to be the one you trash, basically? You know what I'm saying? So that's how we doing this. Let's get into it. Round number 1 is going to be featuring, for start, bench, or cut, you have Hawas Ice. Yes, beautiful. A lot of people talk about this one, man. I thought that this one would be good. So the first option that you have is going to be Hawas Ice. The second option that you have is going to be Art of Universe from the House of Latapa, the Pride line. And then option number 3 is going to be, and again, I know this is different, but these are good fragrances, man. These are all classics. Camera. So if you had to choose between start, bench, or cut, which one are you going to keep? Camera, Hawas Ice, Art of Universe. Now, for me personally, it all just depends on how you want to go about and playing things. Oh, this is tough. Because Camera, I enjoy that gourmand sense. Like, that's the one that just shines. And even if it wasn't the summertime right now, I'm looking at, like, just if I'm looking at these 3, how am I going to rank them? Which one is going to be the one that I keep? Which one is going to be the one that I use for special occasions? Or which one is going to be the one that I can get rid of? And I'm looking at it in a general aspect of things from, like, all year round, you know? So, honestly, looking at everything that we have right here, let's see what we got. Hold on. $1 Million Minds. Ice is the start. Ice is the starter in your opinion. Okay. I'm liking that. See, and I can see a lot of people pointing towards Hawas Ice as a starter, but at the same time, I know a lot of people are over like that youthful bubblegum. And even though this one is the more mature take of the DNA, I know some people just might be thinking that, you know, Art of Universe is going to be a little bit more mature. It's going to have a little bit more of a DNA that people are going to enjoy. It's going to be a little bit more clean. It's going to be a little bit more inoffensive. It's going to be something that you can wear really in a lot of places, fam. You got the spices in this, that freshness up top. Yeah, man, that clean, like somewhat soapy aspect. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, let me know. Ice is a start though. That's a nice one. We got Scent Vibe. Scent Vibe says start Hawas Ice, bench Camera, cut Universe. Damn, so you're gonna cut Art of Universe? Now look, my only thing is this, because this is where the confusion for me is that it's really, because one already has its place. But it's really when it comes to Art of Universe and Camera. Because personally, I can't see myself getting rid of Camera over Art of Universe. Now, if it would have been throughout the Electric, completely different story. We would be having a much closer debate. But right now with these two, even though I think the Electric is better than Art of Universe, that doesn't mean that Art of Universe doesn't have much more opportunity for me to wear out in the back. Especially with me being in Texas, like, bro, Art of Universe will be damn near a year-round fragrance. You know what I'm saying? So even if I wanted that one to come off the bench, it could come off the bench, and I know it's going to give me a Lou Will style performance, 6 Man of the Year. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that Camera can't do that. My only thing is that Camera in this situation right now, I think this is where Camera is taking his hit at right now. Camera to me is like it's not a 1A 1B. Camera is 1A. You know what I'm saying? Camera, to me, I'm not even gonna hold. I think that the two heavy hitters in this one are like these two right here. It's like these two right here. Personally, I'm just saying. I think it's Hawas Ice and I think it's Camera. I think this is like Shaq and Kobe. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's like you really don't. You could keep either one. You not gonna be too upset. For me personally, I hope. Let me go ahead and say this right now. For me personally, Hawas Ice is my starter. Signature said, hey, give me 30 and 10. Hey, Hawas Ice is my starter. But I'm looking at the aspects of Art of Universe versus Camera. Start and bench. Art of Universe, Camera. Which one? Hawas Ice is the third option. But do y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm putting down? Let's see. Times and Sis says start Art of Universe, bench Camera, cut Hawas Ice. God damn. Oh. What a gospel music at, man. Hold on, man. Oh, man. What a gospel music at. Oh, that hurt. One thing I will say about these three, for those that are just tapped in, we're doing start, bench, cut, Art, Hawas Ice, Art of Universe, Camera. That's the first person to say cut Hawas Ice. Ooh. Start Hawas Ice, bench Camera, cut Art of Universe. Let me know, man. Let me know. Since in real life, let me know. I want to know what was made the decision between the Camera and the Art of Universe cut. Let me know that one, because I can honestly see whether you want to bench or start Hawas Ice. I think the Hawas Ice is going to be that one fragrance that most people are going to keep in the rotation. I can see the real jump ball between being Camera and Art of Universe. I want to know your reason. I want to know everybody's reasons as to why they say Art of Universe over Camera, in my personal opinion. That's what I'm kind of curious to know. Let's see. Boom, right here. Major. For me, I think that I will keep Art of Universe, Hawas sometimes, and bench Camera. No, fam. You got to start one, bench one, cut one. One got to go. So is Hawas sometimes is Hawas Ice gonna be the fragrance that you're gonna let go, or are you gonna which one? But you know what I'm saying. You ain't gonna be able to keep all three of them. Let's see. I like Camera, but I live in hot AZ. I can only enjoy it during November when it starts to cool off in a little. So that's what I'm saying. So for you, it's gonna be a little different. You might have to cut Camera. For me, I can get away with the DNA is nice enough to where I'm cool with rocking it for 4 months out of the year. I'm cool with it. Exactly. I can't let go of Hawas and Camera. Go. Look, I'm telling you right now, Hawas Ice and Camera, that's really the duo right there. And for me, let's go ahead and just my placing on this one is gonna be this right here. For sure I'm starting Hawas Ice. I can bench Camera because I can always come back to the DNA. If I was to only have 2 fragrances, it could really be these two for the whole year. Like, I would be cool with this, and I'm not tripping over, oh, that's not the right occasion, or that's not the right situation. I'm not tripping over that. If I wanted to, like, realistically, and I just wanted 2 fragrances for the year, you would be hard pressed to kind of show me a better duo than what these 2 would be doing. Because almost any fragrance that does a date night gourmand take, anything that goes in like a great wintertime fragrance, especially that leans gourmand, and that's affordable, you will be hard pressed to kind of show me a better one than Camera, the OG. You will be better. And I'm talking about on general scale when it comes to this one. You will be hard pressed to show me a better fragrance than Camera when it comes to general. And then with Hawas Ice, year round, summertime fragrance, beast mode, don't have to reapply, easily likable. Like, yeah, it's a lot that goes into this one. So for me, I'm starting Hawas Ice, benching Camera, cutting Art of Universe. That one was a little tough, but it would have been much more difficult, in my opinion, had I had the Electric. Because then we would have really been like, then I would have had to think of like Hawas Ice and the Electric being fragrances that I would still be wearing during the cold. Yeah, man, yeah, you know. Okay, cut Camera. Major cutting Camera. All right, let's see. If those are the only 3, Ice and Art would be for the same seasons for me. Ice would be spring, summer. Camera would be fall, winter because of my location. There you go. I'm rocking with that. Now look, we have another round that we're going to do. And this one is going to be on the designer tip. So I have 3 designer fragrances. Same thing. Start, bench, cut. The first one is going to be Versace Dylan Blue, the OG. We're going to talk about this one right here. This is one. Number 2 is going to be Aqua Essenziale Blue from Salvatore Ferragamo. And then number 3, our number 3 fragrance is going to be Lacoste L1212 Blanc. This is the 3 for the second round. Let's talk about it. Which one are you going to start? Which one are you going to bench? And which one are you going to cut? Alright, now there's a lot of ways we can go about this, because this is kind of like the white tea edition, because these 3 fragrances all kind of do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Now when it comes to Lacoste L1212 Blanc, this one is going to give you, one of the things that I remember the most in this one is like those bright florals that you get. You get a little bit of freshness. They got like some bergamot, citrus cues in the opening, but you also, I remember it has like this lang-a-lang in it. And some white florals, some jasmine. Bruh, the way that lang-a-lang mixes with this, and then it transfers into like some nice woody vetiver bases that's making this transition. This is a absolute banger of a fragrance. I remember when I picked this up, I got it for $50. I got a gift set actually. I got a 100 ml and a 50 ml. I got the 50 ml in the case over there. But yeah, bro, this is a beautiful, it's hard pressed to try to find another white tea, like a white tea fragrance, just a plain, like almost like a clean linen type of smell, like just very inoffensive, very likable fragrance. This right here does that, man. This is absolutely beautiful in my eyes. But then you have a fragrance that somewhat has that same thing, that like a little bit of like a modern take. Well, definitely a modern take. I'm so sorry. But doing that same thing, but this one here, Aqua Essenziale Blue has this resonance quality about it. It gives off a lot of things that comes in a typical blue designer fragrance for sure. The freshness up top, a little bit of aquatic scent, somewhat salty, but this one has a very nice like resonance quality about itself. That one right there could be the hit or miss when it comes to a lot of people, because again, that resonance quality is there, is present, you're not gonna miss it, and it's gonna be there throughout majority of the fragrance, even once it's to dry down and the woods start to take over. And then, man, that Versace Dylan Blue, fam. Versace Dylan Blue is so much to say about this one. It's so much to say about this one. Maybe competing with Versace Euros, maybe Versace's most dominant seller, most best seller. when it comes to fragrances. And that's just off the top. I'm not. The only other thing I can think of from Versace is fresh. I don't know. I don't know. I could be tripping. Let me know what y'all think. Start, bench, cut. Boom. We have Versace Dylan Blue, Aqua Essential Blue. No, hold on. We got Dylan Blue, Aqua Essential Blue, and then we have Lacoste L1212 Blanc. Start, bench, cut. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I just don't like Dylan Blue. Dang, what is it? Talk to me. What is it about the Dylan Blue DNA that you don't like? The reason why I chose these three is because I know that these three are a little bit more on the popular side. They're a little bit more mass appealing. Like, these are ones that are a little bit older, and I thought that, I'm just trying to see where everybody at with it. Boom. Since in real life, I'm gonna start Dylan Blue. I'm gonna keep bench Aqua Essential Blue, and you're cutting L1212 Blanc. Man, that shit hurt my feelings on the cool. Hurt my feelings, man. How you? What happened? What is it? What is it about that? About the L1212 Blanc DNA that makes you just want to cut? Like, for me, that's an awesome fragrance. Like, I love this DNA, fam. Like, there's not too many fragrances out there that do this exact same thing. And again, I really enjoy the play that they put when it comes to the floral fragrances, the floral aspect of it. They do white jasmines in a very clean way. I don't know, man. You gotta let me know. Let me know, what am I missing? What am I missing on this one? Because for me, that's an absolute banger of a fragrance. I don't know how I would rank it yet. I do know, but I want to see more. I want to see what y'all have to say. I definitely think, personally, for me in this situation, I'm going to start L1212 Blanc, because this is like a DNA it's somewhat sentimental to me, but it also it's just a beautiful fragrance, man. It's an awesome fragrance in my eyes. And this one is one that I can see myself wearing signature scent all day, every day, and not really complain about it. Whereas Versace Dylan Blue, this is gonna be the one that I bench. This is gonna be the one that I bench. This one I would only want to pour it out in certain situations, especially when it comes to high heat. Like, I'm rocking with my Lacoste Blanc signature scent everyday basis. Dylan Blue can kind of still go in like a date night situation and other things like that. I'm rocking with the Dylan Blue for the bench. And then with the cut, I'm going to let go of Aqua Essential Blue. And my main reason for benching or cutting this one is the resonance quality that it gives off. I'm just not the biggest fan when it comes to that resonance feel in this feeling particular. Now, outside of that, it's actually an amazing fragrance. And a lot of people enjoy this one. But for me, I would have to cut Aqua Essential Blue. I would have to bench Dylan Blue, and I would have to start Lacoste L1212 Blanc. Versace Pour Homme is super fire, though. Got that Allure on Sport feel. Yeah, man, it is nice. It is nice. And that one could have been up tier 2. Remember, I still got 3 more rounds, so we still got 3 more rounds to get into. The next one I think everybody gonna enjoy. The next one I think everybody gonna enjoy. So start, bench, cut for the last round. Starting Lacoste L1212 Blanc, benching Dylan Blue, cutting Aqua Essential Blue. Now going on to the next round. Boom. Gonna keep it in the designer realm. We're gonna keep it designer with this one, and this one we are going to go over. Boom. YSLY EDP. Boom. Acquadigio Profondo. And then third, Dior Sauvage EDP. Let's get into it. Start, bench, cut. What are we doing? Now, these are all extremely mass appealing designers. The one thing you can say about all 3 of these, you probably can't say this about YSL as much as the other 2, but for the most part, because of the quality, the density, and how these fragrances come off, these three specifically, all these could be used year round, fam. They could be used year round. As long as you're not in like no snow, anything like that. If you just got good temperature around, and it can still be in the 60s, it can even get into the 50s. But as long as you ain't always experiencing like 30s, 20s, 10s, something like that. So people in Chicago, I'm so sorry. This might not apply for y'all. But for the most part, all three of these could be signature scent. Now, YSL EDP. Come on, fam. I know. This one's tough. This one's tough, fam. This one's tough. We got YSL EDP, Acqua di Gio Profondo, Dior Sauvage EDP. Let's talk about it. And the one thing I don't want to, and I understand it, but let's try not to just absolutely shit on Dior Sauvage just because of the name. Like let's put some respect on this now. I'm not just gonna let y'all say, oh, cut Dior Sauvage just because. No, like let's actually be mature about this. Again, for the people that just walked in, YSL EDP, Acqua di Gio Profondo, Dior Sauvage EDP, start, bench, cut. What are we doing? What are we doing? This one is tough. This one is tough. This one is tough. And this one is tough because, one, the quality is there for every single one of them. They all damn near the same price point. So you're really not paying a premium for one more than the other. They're all relatively in that same ballpark. I think that the thing for this one, and this is how I'm taking it when it comes to these three fragrances. I'm going to go ahead and say, from my perspective, I am going to bench Dior Sauvage EDP. This one just has to get benched. I'm not letting it go out of my collection. This is one of the few fragrances to where literally 3 sprays and you have a room filler. I don't have to reapply anything else. I have a very nice DNA. Look at that atomizer. I have a very nice DNA. Bright, clean, fresh, spicy, and offensive. That ambroxan. Yeah, man, come on. So this one, I'm not getting rid of this one. Dior Sauvage is going to be the one that I bench for sure. But when it comes to the starters, this is where it's like right here. YSL EDP, Acqua di Gio Profondo. In fact, like when we really think about this, this is kind of like, how do you want your future to go for the next 6 years? And what I mean by that is, this is like having, like let's just say 05, 06, and you want a franchise player. You can either go with Kobe Bryant, which is Acqua di Gio Profondo, or you can go with you can go with LeBron. And mind you, this is 06, so you can go with either a LeBron or a Kobe at that time. You in hindsight, you could flip a coin, and you not tripping over which one you get. You gonna be happy with whichever one you get. You not gonna trip, but we have to make a decision. This is tough because for me, this one right here is still giving me everything that I like in a fragrance, as far as like the fresh citrus cues, that salty aquatic nature. Now at times I do ask myself, is Profondo a little bit overly salty at times? Because sometimes it does come out when I wear it. I don't know what's going on. But like sometimes it's like, I don't know if it's a breeze that I catch, but sometimes Profondo can just be overly done in that salty aquatic sense. That might be the only thing that I can say about it. But outside of that, this is still an absolutely amazing banger of a fragrance. Then you have YSL EDP. What are we talking about here? Apple? Bruh. Fruits, musk, woods. Let's tap into the chat, man. I want to know what y'all think. Start, bench, cut. Dior Sauvage EDP, Acqua di Gio Profondo, YSL EDP. Where are we at? Where are we at? Scent vibes with Driz. Hey fam, Driz, did you figure out what you gonna do? Let me know. Hold on. Don't know why, but I went from loving Versace Dylan Blue to now it makes me nauseous. Such a shame. I love the way that smells. Damn, I hate that. I wonder, have you tried to revisit it? Can you talk about that island? I think it was overhyped, and I don't think It don't last. I think I got a video up on that one already. Okay, here we go. Boom. This is what we getting into. Starting Aqua di Gio, bench YSL, and cut Dior Sauvage. Ooh. Now look, my only question is this. In y'all's eyes, and let me know if I'm wrong, are these two not doing something similar? In the sense of if these are your three options, well, you got these two and this one. To me, in my personal opinion, these two are doing something that's very similar to where I would have to pick between those two compared to letting this one go. Because I can keep this one, but it would be hard for me to want to keep both of these knowing that they're almost in that same vein of things. Yes, they're still different because one is salty aquatic and one is much more so like fresh aromatic. So yes, it is still different, but at the same time, they damn near doing the same thing when you look at all three of them. This one is doing something that's different. So that's why for me, this one I will bench Dior Sauvage EDP. I have to. My personal opinion, I have to bench Dior. I've been through 3 bottles of Sauvage, so I will always respect it. Hey, bro, I know that was a tough Driz, I know that was a tough one. If you went through 3 bottles of Dior Sauvage, Driz, I know if you decided to bench Dior Sauvage, I know it was a tough decision, fam. It had to have been. Ain't no way. You can't tell me otherwise. Let's see. YSL start, Aqua di Gio bench, Dior Sauvage cut. I need to know the reason for the Dior Sauvage cut. Let me know. Because even if I'm just looking at it as a scent on its own, I would still place it the way I'm going to replace it. Like, I would still have Dior Sauvage in that number 2 spot. YSL is a high value man. Hey, I'm rocking with that. There we go. I'll take Dior. I don't get that one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'll take Shaq Dior. I don't know what that means. If you can elaborate, please let me know. Profondo starting for sure. Bench Sauvage EDP and cut YSL. Just cause the Dior is a little bit more mature for me. Yes, I'm telling you that Dior is a little bit more mature. For me personally, this is how I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go YSL YEDP as my fragrance to start. This one, I enjoy the sage, fam. The sage, the aromatics. I really like the opening in this. The opening alone just captivates me enough to where I can rock out with this one and be fine as my signature scent. This one would be the one that I wouldn't mind wearing if I had to wear a single fragrance, just one, every day for 365 out of these 3. I would be cool with YSL YEDP being that fragrance. And then if I have a fragrance that I can pull out on special occasions, things like that, Dior Sauvage EDP is going to be the one that I would go with absolutely as my fragrance coming off the bench. You can't tell me with these 2 right here, it's not like having a T-Mac and a Lou Will off the bench. You can't tell me I'm like that. Like, come on, fam. This is a nice duo here. And then I'm gonna have to cut this one. And there's a few reasons why, but the main reason, fragrance, as far as what's in this bottle, is the aquatic saltiness, and it's more so the saltiness than the actual aquatic itself. Because aquatic I'm cool with, but the saltiness is kind of, yeah. At times that saltiness be saltying. So for me, that's what I'm ranking them as far as my starting fragrance, YSL YEDP. The fragrance coming off the bench, Dior Sauvage. The fragrance that I cut is that Aqua di Gio Profondo. Let me know what y'all think. Boom. Addy, we got Suggest Me Clone, fragrance, summer, daytime, evening, night, club, and clones only. All right, bet. I'm going to have to do a video on that one. Right now, we talking start, bench, cut. I'm so sorry. We got to keep it on the topic. I can't pick because I don't have those. However, which one of those can be used in all seasons? for all seasons, that's really appropriately. Dior Sauvage EDP is really the only one that out of these three could be used on all situations, because most people would say that Aqua di Gio as well as YSL would be more so for spring, summer, maybe even fall or transitional times. But once it breaks under like 50, 40 degrees, you might, you know what I'm saying, you might not be able to wear it as much. Sauvage is for occasion. Sauvage is that, yeah, Sauvage is that boy. That's the one coming off the bench for me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. King Jones. Yes, sir. That's my dog right there. YSL is absolute gas. I'm already knowing. YSLY. Yeah, there we go. But look, which one are y'all doing? Because I'm seeing a lot of YSLs, but what about it? What are we doing with that YSL? Is that the one that you're going to start, or is that one coming off the bench? Or is that one's getting cut? The real combo is Wile Parfum over YEDP only, because it's a great clone of the EDPs. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, where the pen at? Hold on. That's a new one right there. Clone of the Battle of the EDPs. Okay, let me write that down. I might have to send you some commissions. No, I'm playing. Battle of the EDPs. I like that. That's a dope suggestion right there. I had to write that one down. All right. So that's me right there. I'm starting the YSLY EDP. I'm benching Dior Sauvage, and I am cutting Aqua di Gio. We have 2 more rounds of fragrances. 2 more rounds. Now this one, I think y'all are going to enjoy this one. This one is going to be all clone fragrances, all affordable. So this might answer one of the questions. No, you said summer. Well, this ain't going to answer the question. But this will get you ready for the upcoming seasons. So start, bench, cut, cold weather. Ooh, hey, y'all got to give me a second. This is cold weather. Let's get into it. First one is going to be Camera, the OG. You can put any camera. I don't care. We're just gonna put camera for one. Like, camera is gonna be one. The second one though, Liquid Broom. Let's talk about it. Start, bench, cut. Camera, Liquid Broom, or Aside Bourbon. What we doing, fam? I'm gonna give y'all a second. I'm gonna give y'all a moment to just think about that. Think about that for a second, because we got Camera, we have Liquid Broom from French Avenue, and we have Aside Bourbon. Think about it for a second. Now, one thing about all 3 of these fragrances, this right here, they are all doing that gourmand take the same. It's kind of hard to see which one separates themselves from the other. I think that when it comes to this fragrance, like this round of the start, bench, cut itself, when it comes to this round specifically between Camera, Aside Bourbon, and Liquid Broom, it all comes down to slight transitional points and small, minute, like, qualities of notes. And what I mean by that is, some people might not like Camera because in their eyes it might be too much of like a chocolatey sweetness or a praline sweetness. It might be leaning too much in that vein. But then you have Liquid Broom. A lot of people love this one. Oh, that spicy vanilla. A lot of people like this one. That warm cinnamon. A lot of people like this one. And the hype, that was well deserved. With it being that Altair DNA, well deserved. I'm not even going to knock it. Regardless how I feel about it, I'm not taking nothing from it. And then you have Aside Bourbon, which really, this one right here is, to me, this one is that aromatics, gourmand, spicy, and Aside Bourbon really does do like that chocolate DNA extremely well, mixing together with the lavender, some more of those aromatics. Let me know down in the comment section. Start, bench, cut. Camera from Lattafa, Liquid Broom from French Avenue, Aside bourbon. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let me check into the chat and let's see what we got. Let's see what we rocking with. Addy, I appreciate you being first on that one. Yeah, you was quick with it. Let's see. Just you off rip. Okay. Start liquid broom, bench aside bourbon, cut comrade. Let me know the reason. Now look, I love that y'all are telling me. I would also like to know the reason as to why some of these fragrances are getting cut over the other ones, if you don't mind elaborating. But that's not a bad lineup. I'm rocking with that. I can understand it. Liquid broom to start, so you're gonna keep that one as like your everyday driver, signature scent thing. You're gonna just rock out and go with that one, and then you're gonna have that bourbon for like those special occasions. So I'm guessing that when it comes to bourbon, I'm guessing that it's the aromatics over the sweetness that you get in Camera, and that could be why, because they somewhat still do like a slight spicy take when it comes to bourbon and Camera. They both do that, but this one does a little bit more, has a little bit more oomph to it, or a little bit more emphasis on the aromatics, where this one focuses a little bit more on that vanilla, the gourmands, the sweetness aspect of things. So maybe it could be the sweetness in that one that's kind of drawing you away. I can see that. Where we at? I did add. Okay, add it right there. Cool. $1 Million Minds. Start liquid broom, bench camera, cut aside bourbon. What is going on with that one? Let me know. So you might be the opposite, I'm guessing there. You might be the opposite when it comes to that. Because I'm guessing you wouldn't want... No, you have two dominant spicy fragrances in a way. Because with liquid broom, you have a little bit more of the warm spice, the cinnamon, things like that. And then with Camera, you have the same spices that's playing along. So you're cutting out the aromatics that come with a side bourbon then, I'm guessing. You're cutting that one out. Okay. Let's see. Time and scent. Start liquid broom, bench Camera, cut bourbon. Ooh, okay. I see bourbon getting cut a lot by a lot of people. That aside bourbon surprised me. It's way better than I expected. Exactly, fam. Me too. Like that one actually is like one. It's really between that one and the OG. That's my favorite. But aside bourbon is really just. It is nice. It is nice, fam. It is nice. Much better than I was expecting. Bless up, fam. Hey, appreciate you, Rio. I appreciate you, fam. Much love. I cut bourbon because it's the least unique smell. Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. I had to think about that one for a second. Yes, it does, especially with like the aromatics, that lavender. It really does have like a designer-esque quality about it. I remember that being one of the first things that I said when So I can see that. I appreciate that. Yeah. Much love. I cut Camera too redundant. I understand. I'm not knocking it. Camera's too sweet. Okay. So now we get it. Now I'm seeing where everybody is making their choices from. I get it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little different. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I am different, and I hope I don't. Man, fuck. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. For me, aside bourbon is my starter. I'm starting this one. Like, this fragrance for me is so damn nice. And it's because of some of the things that y'all dislike, but I'm not even going to lie to you. When it came to the designer as that lavender, but still being able to maintain that gourmand, that praline, a little bit of freshness. When it came to all of that, aside bourbon, I truly fell in love with this one. This one for me is going to be my starter out of the three. My backup, my baby coming off the bench is gonna be Camera. I'm not getting rid of this. I understand liquid broom, this and that. I get it. For me personally, Camera is my coming off the bench fragrance. This is like having Lou Will and Jamal Crawford all in one, like fusion mode in one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rocking with this. I am starting aside bourbon. I am benching Camera, and I am cutting liquid broom. I'm sorry. And this is cool. it's cool, but to me, these two really do a lot of the same things. It just depends on what type of DNA you like. Like this one, you get a little bit more of the umph when it comes to that cinnamon, because initially that warm spicy is in your face. It's a lot of it, but it's the same with this too. To me, I like this one a little bit more. It just comes off a little bit more smoother in opening. But this one is still a nice fragrance as well. It's just these two right here. If I had to choose which one I'm keeping out of, because again, this is my starter. Acai bourbon is my starter. If I had to choose which one is coming off the bench, Camera always going to give me a cool 15 and 10. Always going to give me a cool 15 and 10. Liquid Broom might give me like 20 and 6 every once in a while. You know, a lot of points, but it ain't really helping out the team. This one right here is the team, because this is a room filler. As soon as I come in the building, step up, hey man, look out. As soon as I step in the building with this on, yeah, we in there. So for me personally, starting Acai bourbon, benching Camera, cutting Liquid Broom. Let me know y'all thoughts down in the comment section. I see a lot of people say Camera is redundant, Camera is sweet. I'm starting on. I don't give a. Hey, I'm not mad at you, because this one was probably one of the hardest ones outside of the next one. This one was the hardest one outside of the next one, fam. This next one is the hard. It was so difficult that I had 4 fragrances in that one, and we're gonna talk about it. But yeah, I like that. They said I'm starting all of them. But for real, starting Camera, benching Acai. Benching Broom. Okay, got you. I see it right there. Starting Camera, benching Acai, and cutting. Oh no, you're benching Broom. Okay, so benching Liquid Broom, you're starting Camera, and you're cutting Acai bourbon. Okay, got you. Liquid Broom is the distinguished gentleman. I can see that. That makes sense. I just went off what I like best. Facts, fam, don't understand. Hey, this is a judgment-free zone. We not judging at all. I'm only asking questions, getting insights, trying to understand what the community likes, and I'm also just sharing my opinion on what I like and why I have them ranked a certain way. That's all this is. Trust me, you ain't being judged at all. But for me, again, just for those that don't know, I am going to start Acai bourbon. I am going to bench Camera. I am going to cut Liquid Broom. That is my personal opinion. That's what I would do. Scent Bubble, what up, Brody? I see you down in the chat. Salute to you. Congratulations. I think I just saw your post. You just hit a stream number. Congrats on that, man. I don't know how you do them late night streams like that. Yeah. I see you up there. All right. Last one. This one is a little bit different. 2 fragrances I know for sure I'm keeping in there, but 2 fragrances that I would like us to vote on to go into that number 3 spot. I would like us to vote on this one. I know which one I would take and put in that group automatically, but I would like to get y'all insight. The first one, and I'm not talking about the fragrances at all, whichever one gets the most votes, that's going in that number 3 spot. So the vote is going to be between Imperium X from Fragrance World or Off-Non Supremacy Silver Collector's Edition. Which one are we putting in that number 3 spot out of the 2? I'm going to give y'all some time. Let me know. They're both beautiful fragrances. They are both beautiful fragrances. That's all I'm saying. This last one is definitely the most difficult group out of the bunch. For sure. Start, bench, cut. Getting ready to load up the last one. Hey. It's nice. Look, Imperium X. Let me know which one y'all want to do. Let me know which one y'all want out of these 2. If not, I'll just go ahead and pick one. We're talking about Imperium X from Fragrance World or Off-Non Supremacy Silver Collector's Edition. Which one out of the 2? I only smelled Off-Non. We can go with Off-Non. That's cool. I'm not tripping. I know, because I have both, I know which one I would like. Right here, Imperium X from Fragrance World. I'm letting you know if you both of these. All right, I'm seeing it right here. We're gonna go with Supremacy Collector's Edition. Okay, now I'm just saying, y'all missing out. If you haven't gotten this already, if you haven't gotten Imperium X from Fragrance World, it's gonna be very much so in the same DNA of a Supremacy Collector's Edition. It's just a little bit more smoky in my aspect, and a little bit more of that brightness on the freshness that you get, like the lemon and bergamot. But the final round. And this is what we about to discuss. We got 3 fragrances. Y'all already know. Start bench cut. We have Afnan Supremacy Collector's Edition. We have Hawas Black. And then we have Club de Nuit Pre-Show. Let's talk about it. Start, bench, cut. What are you doing? Which one are you keeping? Which one are you cutting? Which one are you benching? Which one are you starting? Which one are you cutting? Which one are you benching? We're going to move this up. Oh, dang it. Hold on. We're going to move that right there. Move that right there a little bit. I want to add the text so y'all can see which one I'm talking about. But for those that don't know, last one, start, bench, cut. Afnan, no. I'm so sorry. Armav's Club de Nuit Pre-Show. Rasasi Hawas Black. Armav Supremacy Collector's Edition. Start, bench, cut. What are you doing? Which one are you choosing? Let me know down in the comments section. This might be the hardest one for me out of all of them, fam. I'm not even going to hold you. This one might be the hardest one. I thought that the last one with the liquid broom and stuff, and I also thought that the Hawas, honestly, the designer one that we did too, that one was a little tough. But this one right here might be the hardest one out of all of them. The lineup is Hawas Black, Afnan Supremacy Collector's Edition, or Club de Nuit Pre-Show. Start, bench, cut. What are we doing, folks? What are we doing? Next time I do this, I'm gonna have a stand so I can have them standing up in the back so we can all see and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can see what we got going on. Let me know, man. I'm only doing one sprayer per show. Oh, one sprayer per show. Look, let me know. Hey, come back. Come back, Driz. Come holler at me. Come holler at me, Driz. I need an answer. If I got an answer, y'all got to answer. I need to know which one y'all choosing, because I was drawing this list up yesterday, and I was thinking to myself, bruh, this is definitely the hardest one. These 3 right here is the hardest one to decide. They all do the same thing in a way. You have Afnan Supremacy Silver. It's going to be in that vein of like a vintage absolute DNA. Very nice, mossy, bright, woody, fresh in the opening, extremely clean, extremely pleasant, likable DNA. I don't know what to say about this one. The only thing I can say about Supremacy Collector's Edition is it might be a little bit more mossier than the other 2 on the list. But then we have Hawas Black, very much so doing that same thing. This one might have a little bit more emphasis on some of the woods, but the body on Hawas Black is an absolute beast, like room filler for sure. Like this one right here, and it's a nice clean lemon smell that goes with it too. This is gonna be getting you that that Hashivat of Vintage Absolute DNA. Yeah, that's one of those. And then you have Armagh Club de Nuit Pre-Show. Which one? What we doing? This one, Pre-Show, man. Pre-Show just gets you off the presentation alone, fam. Pre-Show just gets you off the presentation alone, fam. Driz, we need that answer, fam. What we doing? We need that answer. What's this? Okay, that's that. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Yeah, this might be the hardest one right here from all. This might be the hardest one of them all. And I really like Press Show, fam. From everything about it, from the presentation, the notes. Like, Press Show is one of those bottles to where, like, you don't, like, you just, like, sometimes you just look at how beautiful it is. You know what I'm saying? Just sit there and clean it off. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got your DNA off of it and everything. Your, AKA your fingerprints. You know, because it is a fingerprint magnet. You got to wipe it off every once in a while. Caress it. You know, like, this one is one of those. Like, I ain't going to lie to you, bro. I just be looking at it sometime, man. Beautiful ass presentation. Amazing smell. It sucks that it's only a 55 ml. They knew what they were. I refuse to believe that our mob didn't know what they was doing with this one. Like, to give us a 55 ml and give us this type of everything as far as presentation, room filler, scent, everything. Hey, you know what I'm saying? They kind of did us dirty with the 55 ml, but I love it anyway. All right, let's see what y'all saying down in the chat. Let's talk. Let's talk. Hey, that's a crazy lineup. Yeah, that's a crazy. Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's definitely wild. Okay, Rob, what we got? Starting off non. So you're starting Supremacy. You're benching Hawas, and you're cutting per show. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. You the first response that I read. So, hey, yo. Let me rock. What went into the decision making? What went into the decision making? I just want to know what like. Are we talking about the same per show? We talk this one? Man, look, I know it's a difficult one, man. Look, I just let me know the reason. Let me know the reason. I got 2 out of 4. Looks tough though. Hey, it's fine. Just let me know what you gonna do. Let me know the lineup. Starting Club Day Nui. Okay, so Rio, you starting Club Day. Oh shit, hold on. Wait, I think I might have messed up on that last one. Hold on, let me see. Let me go back. I apologize. Let me go back. I think I messed up. No, you did say that. Oh, yeah, you did say that. I'm not tripping. Okay. Starting club. So you're starting Club Day Nui. You're benching Hawas. And you're cutting Supremacy. I'm not mad at that. Rio was saying that he's going to start the Club Day Nui. He's going to bench Hawas Black. And he's going to cut off Non-Supremacy Collector's Edition. I'm not mad at that. Still a tough decision. Seriously, start per show. Bench Collector's Edition. Cut Hawas only because I have to. Damn! Hey, I'm not even going to lie to you. Out of all 3 of these, I refuse to get rid of Hawas Black. Hawas Black ain't going nowhere, fam. Hawas Black ain't leaving the collection. That one is staying there. Whether it's a start or a bench, Hawas Black ain't going nowhere. So, damn, that was the one that I thought that nobody was gonna cut. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I had a feeling it would be between our mob and the collector's edition, but Hawas being cut, damn, I know that was a tough decision to make. I know that was a tough one. Let's see what we got. Man, bro. I only got Afnod Collector's Edition because I can rock it at any reason, any season. Nah, that's a fact. Then per show and Hawas, you didn't make play. Oh, man. Look. Damn. Yeah, they are all the same. I will say this. You don't need all 3 of them because they all kind of do the same thing. So it's not the way you need all 3 of them. It's a lot of redundancy in them. But I got them, so I had to bring something to the congregation to talk about. I plead the 5th. I need my lawyer. That's how I felt when I was coming up with this shit. Starting Collector's Edition. So you're starting Collector's Edition. You're benching Press Show. And you're cutting Hawas Black. Man, I see a lot of people cutting Hawas Black. Oh, my gosh, man. I wasn't expecting that one. Yes, since they hit us with that 55 ml, that's why it gets benched. Now I can see that because that 55 ml is a little upsetting. Like, they definitely should have gave us a lot more out of that one because that one was an absolute banger. Like, oh my gosh, man. Just like the moment you get your package in, you just, you know what I'm saying? For me, I am going to start Hawas Black. Hawas Black can come off the bench easy for me and do everything I need to do. Be signature scent, year-round fragrance. I'm cool with it. I'm coming off the bench with Pressure. This one right here, same thing, but this one I feel a little bit more elegant. Like if I had to pick out of these two, which ones to dress up with a suit on, I can feel better throwing on Pressure with the suit than I would Hawas Black. And then Supremacy, that one just has to get benched. That one just has to get benched. But man, hey, I like that, man. Let me know what y'all think about that. What did y'all think about that part of the program, that start, bench, cut? What did y'all think about that? Because that might be something that we do every Friday now. I might keep that going, and I might try to bring in some people on a panel, and we'll be able to do something like that to where the panel will be able to discuss the fragrances that they probably which ones they would start, bench, cut. So that's probably what we're going to switch into. Hey, we about to get up out of here. I appreciate everybody that showed support today. Much love to everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and go ahead and hit the bell notification so that you can be updated. Might do another live stream tonight, so you definitely want to stay tapped in. And if we do, late night, it's going to be uncut if we go live tonight. So again, I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Yeah, we about to get up out of here, man. That's a cool segment. Keep it coming. Hey, I appreciate that, fam. I'm definitely going to keep rocking out with the segment. Definitely glad that y'all enjoyed it. Again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure that bell notification, because we might be back tonight. I'm going to holler at y'all. Y'all be safe. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.